Well, good morning from the Oman Air Business Class in the 737-800 going from Dubai to Muscat. I did not make an intro this morning in the airport or the hotel because I didn't really feel like it and it was very crowded at the airport. They had originally planned a 737 MAX, but now they swapped it to a 737-800. But still pretty nice. Also the crew gave a very warm welcome and they're just coming around with hot towels. Hot please. Thank you. And they actually give you a choice between hot and cold towel. The lounge was very, very nice. So Oman Air gives you access to the Alan first class lounge when you fly in business class. Last time when I flew out of here, when I flew Ethiopian Airlines in business class, they gave me the Alan business lounge, which is also pretty nice, but the first lounge is a step further. Yeah, so far so good. And I also have no one next to me. Thank you. Flight attendant just came around and brought the pre-departure drinks. You could choose between orange juice and lemon mint juice. Of course I had to go for the lemon mint juice. And she also brought around the menu for today's flight. Very short flight, like a 40-minute flight I think to Muscat. But still there's a menu. Essentially there's a choice between two different sandwiches and you have a wide selection of drinks as well. It's quite good for a 40-minute flight. Also at first I was a bit confused why they actually provide headphones. I mean, it's actually really good headphones, like for a half an hour flight. And I was thinking actually why, because I didn't see an entertainment system, but I discovered it in the armrest now.
In the event of water evacuation, rear exits should not be used.
One out of Dubai, fasten seatbelt signs are off, and we actually turned left for departure, so we departed runway 30 right, and then after departure we turned to the left, and the views of Dubai were just incredibly fantastic. And the crew also got to work right after the seatbelt signs went off. Actually I think they're really professional and really friendly, but then during taxi, like when we were almost at the runway, I actually noticed that my glass was still there, so they kind of forgot to clear my glass before takeoff, so I had to kind of hold on to it during the takeoff. Already on our descent, I had like 5 minutes to eat. Meal was a bit basic I would say, but still pretty good. The tea was very good. It was a bit sweet with milk.
again, somebody good afternoon. Welcome to South Oman Air Muscat International Airport on local time. It's 12:25 with the evacuation. Please stay here in Muscat. And for those who don't know travel country, please journey on behalf of Oman Air. It has been our pleasure to be at your service today. Thank you.
Welcome to Muscat, and just landed and now taxiing towards the gate. Funny, like during the approach I gave the crew a little task, so to say. I had my charging cable plugged in, I was charging my phone, and I wanted to see if they asked me to remove it or not before landing, just to clear like the legroom, but they didn't even pay attention to it. And then also the passengers in the seats across from me, they have like 2 bags in their legroom, even a small suitcase, and the crew didn't even bother about that too, so I don't know, maybe in Oman the regulations don't say that you have to clear the legroom in business class before landing or before takeoff, but to me it feels a bit strange. Anyway, it's the first time I landed here in Muscat, never been to that airport before. I have a 9.5 hour transit until I fly to Bangkok tonight on the 787-9. I will try to go to the city. I'm actually not sure if I need a visa or not, because I get like conflicting information online, but I guess we'll find out. Run mall.
Yes,
mall.
and
mall.
and go souk مطرح فات.
No.
Grand Mosque and city Al-Khair city. The Muscat مطرح house Sultan Qaboos house. This Grand Mosque, my friend.
Yeah, welcome to Muscat. It's not too hot. The temperature is actually quite pleasant. And you have clear skies, no clouds. It's a bit windy. Taxi driver ripped me off there a little. We agreed on 4 Omani Rial, then I gave him 5, and obviously he claimed he didn't have change for it. Oh well. And also he claimed that the bus was 4 Rial as well, which I don't believe. I think it's 1 or maybe 1.5. But definitely not 4. Anyway, I hope I can take the bus back to the airport. I still have like 6 hours until my flight to Bangkok leaves. Unfortunately, it's Friday, and Friday in Islamic countries is always a bit tricky because a lot of things are closed. Yeah, I don't know if there's much to explore in the city, to be honest. It's mostly just roads and dust, I don't know. So maybe I'll just go back to the airport. Yeah, let's just go back to the airport. I want to go to the Oman Air Lounge. Already back at the airport. Took me only like 15 minutes and it cost me just half a rial. That's like 10 times less than what I paid for the taxi. Fantastic. Past security and upstairs here in the lounge area. The Oman Air Lounge is over there. Gonna go there soon, but first I wanted to appreciate the terminal. Actually, the terminal is really nice. Looks really fancy, and for first and business class, Oman Air has a dedicated check-in sort of area, and they also have a dedicated immigration and security check. So I was the only one there, and it took me only like 30 seconds in total, I think, or maybe a minute. It was super fast. Anyway, let's go to the lounge. Good afternoon. Now here in the Oman Air Lounge, they have a terrace, unfortunately. I've been told you cannot actually go outside. Even though it's a nice terrace, would be nice to go outside. Anyway, the sun is just disappearing over the horizon and it will soon be dark. My flight to Bangkok leaves in 4.5 hours, so I still have like almost 4 hours here in the lounge. Enough time to try all the food, I guess. It's a really, really nice lounge. Like really modern, very clean, and they have a lot of food options. I'm not hungry right now. For now I just ordered a Long Island iced tea. That sunset is super amazing. And all the staff here in the lounge are super, super friendly. Actually, like all of the staff, all the people I met from Oman Air or like Oman in general, they're really, really friendly. I hope the flight to Bangkok later will be on time, because I have a 4-hour connection in Bangkok to fly on a different airline, and I will have to pick up my suitcase and then recheck it for the other airline. So it would be good if Oman Air was on time, but I have a good feeling. So far it's been a very nice and smooth experience. Welcome aboard the Oman Air Boeing 787-9 Business Class. They have different configurations in their 787s. This version of the configuration in the 787 has a couple of rows in the front, and then there's like a private cabin, sort of. It's just one row of business class in sort of between the forward business class and the economy class behind. So it's almost like a private cabin here, sort of. I mean, there are 2 people on the other side, but yeah, there's no one next to me, and there's also no one in the middle, so it feels very, very private. Cabin also feels very nice in general, very tidy, very clean. In the beginning, actually, when I sat down, the seat kept adjusting itself, like the firmness, and then I discovered I can actually press that button down below and then it stopped. Crew's really nice. They also already cleared my welcome drink, not like the previous crew on the Dubai Muscat flight. They had carrot juice. I have never ever had carrot juice on any flight. I don't think it's gonna be my favorite drink. Probably gonna stick with orange juice. But it's a very short flight. It's like a 5.5-hour flight over to Bangkok. It's not that much time if you wanna eat and sleep. I'm aiming to get like 2 hours of sleep, hopefully.
Before takeoff, please ensure that your baggage is placed in the overhead compartment or is placed underneath the seat in front of you.
Airborne out of Muscat, runway 08 left, on-time departure. Although we stood at a holding point for like 5 or even 10 minutes. I think the pilots needed to work some checklists or something. Anyway, it's a very calm climb. I don't think there are any clouds outside actually. We're just leaving the coast of Oman and heading over the ocean towards India. morning, and we're already on descent into Bangkok. Still dark outside. We are half an hour early though, which is nice. So far, every flight on this trip has been early. Fantastic. Yeah, it was a really good flight. I really liked the crew. They were very friendly, always very smiley, and they were very proactive too. For example, they switched off the IFEs at the neighboring seats so that the screen doesn't brighten up the cabin. And actually the cabin is darkened now for the approach. And yeah, also in general, very proactive, recommending wines and stuff. The seat was a bit weird in the full flat position. I don't know, I couldn't really sleep well because I didn't go fully flat in the leg part. It was a bit uncomfortable maybe, I don't know. But the bedding was actually very, very comfortable. The mattress pad and the blanket, very comfortable. Unfortunately, it was only a 5.5 hour flight. Yeah, but I would definitely fly them on a longer flight as well. And I'm very happy that the flight is early actually, because as I said before, I have a 4-hour transit in Bangkok. And then I'm continuing on another airline for which I need to check in at the counter because online check-in did not work. If you want to find out what airline that is, subscribe now. I'll see you then. And in the meantime, enjoy your travels.
Find that was